we're talking about friends and enemies. And the first verse we want to take a look at is Proverbs chapter 11, verse 9. And how we do this is we just start at one of the early instances and we just go through the end of the book of Proverbs, looking at these. So Proverbs 11, verse 9, and I'm in the New International Version. And it says, with their mouths the godless destroy their neighbors, but through knowledge the righteous escape. And the word for godless here means defiled. It means polluted. It means somebody who's corrupted by sin. And so with their mouths, this kind of person tries to destroy or ruin their neighbor. A neighbor is anyone who is in your circle of acquaintances. Okay, so a friend and a brother is somebody who is closer than a neighbor. But we're talking about friends and enemies and acquaintances and all of that. So a neighbor is anyone who is in your circle of acquaintance. Doesn't have to be a close friend, but it's somebody that you know. And it says here, through awareness and discernment, the righteous protect themselves. So this wicked, vile, corrupted by sin individual seeks to destroy their acquaintance with the things that they say, but the person who is righteous is discerning enough to protect themselves from that. A perverse person stirs up conflict, and a gossip separates close friends. So the perverse person is a person who is always contrary and continually causing problems and conflict. Perverse person stirs up conflict, and a gossip separates close friends. Ruins friendships. Verse 29, a violent person entices their neighbor and leads them down a path that is not good. A violent person is somebody different from a perverse person. A violent person is somebody who is determined to hurt others. Not necessarily, could be, but not necessarily physical harm. Could be emotional harm. It could be spiritual harm. It could be lots of different ways. But because they are intent on causing problems and hurting people, they lead others down paths that are not good. Chapter 21, verse 10. The wicked crave evil. Their neighbors get no mercy from them. Sounds like a verse we'd already talked about. The wicked are happy to harm their acquaintances. All right, chapter 26, verses 24 through 26. Enemies disguise themselves with their lips, but in their hearts they harbor deceit. Though their speech is charming, do not believe them, for 7 abominations fill their hearts. Their malice may be concealed by deception, but their wickedness will be exposed in the assembly. So I think before we had talked about this, but enemies disguise themselves with their lips. They can come off sounding nice, sweet, flattery, all of these things, but really what they want to do is destructive. Their speech is charming, but do not believe them, for their hearts are filled with abominations.